Page 122, the chapter's name is What We Get from the Forest. Last day we did the chapter. It is a third summative. It was a third summative chapter, the tigers in the forest. Now the next chapter at page 122 we are starting that what we get from the forest. Now the plants of the forest are very helpful in many ways, because in the forest we find different kinds of trees like sal, teak, sisam, bamboo, so on and so forth. And these woods are important for making furnitures. Even some medicinal trees are also found, like the eucalyptus, right? From which we can, which is used for making medicines, right? And also there are various spices that we get from the various trees, like from the barks of the trees. The spices are there, like the cardamom tree, like the cinnamon tree. The cinnamon tree's barks are what we use, right? Next is as other trees like mahogany, rosewood, these are all used for making sal, teak, all used for making furniture. Some of the, even you have a lot of furnitures at home which are made from these trees. Then there are also certain medicines that are obtained from the barks of the trees as well. Then there are sandalwood trees from which you can obtain very precious items. That is, you have seen the sandalwood, which is used for which is used for various purpose in the at home. And similarly, um, we get ropes, that are derived from the various trees. We make ropes out of the strands from coconut trees, right? Those are ropes that are available in the market. Then trees medicines are also obtained from the leaves, like the neem leaf. Neem leaf is very important, and it is also used for some medicinal purpose. Then these sometimes, previously, the leaves in the ancient times, the leaves of the trees were also used for making or for writing. They used to serve the purpose of a paper. Now the paper is derived from the bamboo trees, right? So this is, so forest serves us various kind of items which are which we use on a regular basis. Similarly, we get lots of fruits, vegetables, all from the forest or from the trees. Now some of the trees in the forest are also very tall, like you have coconut, sal, palm tree, and there are many trees that is spread in all directions, like the banyan tree, like the peepal tree, right? So some of the trees have very soft, shoots. Shoots means the stem, right? Like the banana, papaya, they have, their stem is very soft in nature. Okay. Now now these plants grow in the wet soil, and some of the plants also grow in the water. There are a lot of varieties, like water hyacinth is a kind of a climber, or a creeper rather, you will find on the inside the water. And some plants shed their leaves completely, whereas some are evergreen. Now there are certain trees, especially the trees which are evergreen in nature, they don't shed their leaves. Shed their leaves means their leaves do not fall. They are always leafy. Leafy means they have leaves uh, on their trees. On their branches rather. So because most of the trees in our country is of evergreen nature, because our country receives a lot of rainfall. Okay, it is a tropical country, but it also has a lot of rain. So what happens, the trees usually do not shed full leaves. The leaves do fall. It is never like the trees never shed leaves. It does, but the number is very less. So it seems that this tree is always leafy in nature. So those are known as evergreen trees. Now next we move on to the next chapter, and this chapter deals with the new lost forest, new forest. Now in the earlier times, what happened, that people did not know how to do cultivation. So they did not knew how to use the forest land. So there were a lot of forests here and there in abundance. The whole land was in fact the forest. But slowly, step by step, the humans they um, learned how to clear up the forest land and use that for the purpose of cultivation. They also developed or invented various sharp tools to cut down trees. So, but even though the trees were cut down and the lands were required for agricultural purpose, um, there was less of population. The population load was less. So what happened? The forests remained to be unaffected. All right, and the kings in the previous times had a strict or made it a strong vigilance over the forest. That is, they were very concerned about the forest land and how it has to be protected. And since the forest also, helped is the home of the wild animals, especially elephants. So previously the kings used to use always tried to capture or to rule over certain states which had more of a forest land. Now the king used to capture the forest or the land which or the country which had more forest. Mainly it was for wood, and also elephants were also brought from the forest. In fact, the kings had a control over forest which had elephants. Now, these elephants all became the part of king's army. Now, in India, elephants are widely used to be, it was used in warfare. Warfare means for a war, ready for the war. They were used. Okay. Next is the reason why the forest was, or the main reason of the forest was due to two reasons. That is, previously one was for the wood and second was for the elephants, which can be used for warfare by the king of the states. Next is, then what happened, many people also used to live in the forest, but as the population started increasing day by day, the demand for the land of agriculture also increased. So it was necessary for the humans to settle over newer regions. So new towns, cities were developed, and people started crowding in a one region. Then many people started living in the same area. So what happens, like now today's scenario, so we are living, a lot of people is living in a very small area. What happens in general, there was formation of dust, smoke, right? So which and on the other part, lot of trees are also cleared to increase what, to increase the land, right? Or to, and to build up new settlements. So due to the lack of trees, the oxygen which we obtain have also also subsided, which is why people started suffering from various respiratory problems. And as the settlement of the human beings began, there was dust, smoke that released from the various vehicles, from cooking, right? So the forest area, which is why kept on shrinking, that is kept on lessening. Now even the farming uh, did not may not reduce the green cover, that is farming of lands. They do not actually hamper the greenery of the land. But if cities keep on increasing, then even the green lands or the farmlands also uh, vanishes gradually. So uh, what happens, that gradually the farmlands, with the increase of the population, the farmlands will shrink, resulting also in the food scarcity. The food bearing trees are also reduced in number because they are being cut constantly or increasingly, right? So no, so if you have no forest, so the animals frequent human establishment and destroy homes and property including the fields. So as the human beings, as the animals, they do not have homes to live in, what happens, they are frequenting, means they are coming outside in the places where there is human settlement, and they are trying to find food over there. Like you have heard, the elephants destroying the nearby villages near the forest. So even the tigers also encroach the nearby villages to quench his to for food, right? So these are the negative factors that are creating adverse effect on the non availability of the forest land. Now, nowadays, due to these ill practices, nowadays people have become very aware. So there is constant awareness is being made by the local people as well as by the Ministry of India, that the cutting of trees is prohibited. So if you are cutting a particular tree, then one must plant few trees in their own locality in order to maintain the balance. So what happens, as we were cutting down trees on a very high rate, the fruits, vegetables, even the crops we are eating, that is the rice, they were becoming very costly, right? So what the people, realizing their mistake, they started planting certain fruits in their own garden. Like many people plant guava trees, okay, banana trees, mango trees, even certain crops were also cultivated in their small land that is available for them. So and so people started also to cut trees, like small trees as well as trees which are required for making furnitures, and they also started planting sal, take near certain ponds. Like if you will see, there are certain in the if you have any pond in your locality, there are a lot of trees that are planted surrounding it. So even the even same these kind of trees are also started they started planting at the backyard of their own house or in the fields, okay. Next is, trees were also started planting we started planting trees along the roadsides. So the idea of sustainable development became popular. Sustainable development means that we have to sustain of whatever is available to us, because they will perish in no time. So if we keep on exhausting whatever is available, and if we do not make arrangements for the future, in near future nothing will exist, right? So the trees are both necessary for in the cities as well as for the village. So one must also cut trees, but make an arrangement to plant more of them, right? So now the trees are both necessary, as I mentioned in my last video, for the cities and village, and they are also required beside the factories. Only, and even the forests are also required, maybe big or small in number. Only then the industries or the factories will develop in both cities as well as villages to sustain the livelihood, right? Next is the there are also community forestry that has been developed by the localites. Localites means people living in a particular locality. Even such forests are also limited in number. The proportion of the forest area is very low in our country. So same is the condition in our state. So there are fewer trees, big forest as well. So we have to plant trees as and when it is required.